you're pregnant, you must be hearing lots of unsolicited advice on how exactly you should be taking care of your body. But how do you separate fact from fiction? Proper prenatal care from silly old wives' tale. Hello everyone! This is Mommy Happy of Teach My Child, an online multi-platform dedicated to helping children maximize their potential. Before we dive in, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you're looking for ways to unleash your child's potential. Dr. Kathryn Kooky Ongoco Perez, a graduate of the Obstetrics and Gynecology Residency Training at the Dr. Jesus Delgado Memorial Hospital, an active consultant at the same hospital, and a junior member of the Philippine Obstetrics and Gynecologic Society, is here with us to talk about the common pregnancy myths. The second part of our three-part series called Defining Prenatal Care and Debunking Pregnancy Myths. Hi, Doc! Kamusta po?
Hi!
Ayun. Doc, let's jump in. Agad-agad, no? Doc, in your roughly 1 decade of OB/GYN practice, have your patients ever asked you to explain, confirm, or deny some of the advice that they've been getting from their moms, aunts, or any other elders in their family or community?
A lot, actually. Most especially mga lolas. Kanina lang when I had my clinic, another one of my patients asked me, after the delivery, can she take a bath? And I say, of course, you can. All my patients, even before I discharged them from the hospital, I asked them to take a bath. Kasi sure ako one of the aunts, one of the lola, one of the aunties, or even the mom would say, you can't take a bath for about a week, for 2 weeks. I think the most that I heard is about a month.
1 month, hindi talaga pinapaligo. Dok, paano yun? Yes. Di ba syempre, mag-breastfeed yung anak nila sa kanila?
Punas lang.
Hindi pa sila naliligo. Punas,
they do have
okay.
Baths. I'm not really... Yeah, they do punas lang. That's okay. One of my dad's secretary. Yun, ganun ang ginawa niya. So I asked her nga, paano kinaya yun?
Ayun. And I'm sure, Doc, that's just one of many old wives' tales that, your patients must be asking you. Doc, can you walk us through what are the most common pregnancy myths that you've been hearing?
Okay, number one is, my patients would ask me, they'd ask me, sabi niya, Doc, if I drink cold water, would it make my baby bigger? Isa yan. Madalas yan. That's madalas yan na tanong sa akin ng mga mommies. Of course, it won't. Okay? What makes the baby bigger and the mommy bigger is food. The more you take in food, that's the one that causes you to grow big. Of course, because of the nutrients or sugar, like if you take a lot of juice, yung mga artificial juice and soft drinks, it really will make you big. Pero yung cold water, lalo na in our setup, we are in a tropical country. Parang I think it's torture naman during summer if you don't drink cold water. So that's one. Okay, that's one of the common. Okay, the second one is that you have to eat for 2 people during pregnancy. Okay, which is not kasi when you say eat for 2 people, let's say if you eat like 1 rice every meal, does it mean that you have to eat 2? Diba? Not really. So your baby, although the fetus within a mother, is dependent on the nutrition which the mother takes. So I think it's just proper nutrition. It's not really eating for 2 people. Another one is they say pregnant women cannot take hot baths or go swimming, which is not really correct. Kasi yung sinasabi nila na if they go swimming daw, baka daw the bacteria will go inside the vagina, go to the uterus, the baby. Okay, it's not actually true. It would matter if there is a break in the barriers. If you have a ruptured panubigan,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you have a ruptured membranes during pregnancy, I think that one, it's possible talaga kasi na-break na yung barrier eh. But if the membranes are not ruptured, so there's really no possibility na mai-infect si baby. Other
And
well, in terms of swimming kasi there are other infections kasi na yung tinatawag nating ascending infections that could really affect the baby. Let's say yung mga STDs, yung mga ganon. But
mm-hmm.
swimming itself and hot baths, hindi siya. It doesn't affect.
Okay. Doc, conversely then, okay ba na exercise yung swimming
Yeah, actually,
for
swimming is
pregnant
good.
women?
Yeah, swimming is good for pregnant women kasi walang too much effort eh. Because you cannot lift weights. Well, pwera lang yung if you're really into it kasi I saw this one celebrity na even at I think 8 or 9 months, she's doing talagang brisk exercises eh. Pero it's not for everybody actually. But it doesn't mean naman that pregnant women cannot do exercise. We can.
And kaya, Doc, diba, this is very important to talk about the myths versus the proper prenatal care. Kasi what they might be avoiding is actually beneficial to them, like
Yeah.
swimming.
Another one is yung about the cravings, yung tinatawag nilang paglilihi. It says it affects the physical appearance of your child. Let's say if you eat something let's say if you eat ampalaya, your son or daughter will be bitter or something or diba or if you what else ba?
Ako, Doc, rambutan. Kaya daw ako mabalahibo, ganon.
Actually, there's really no basis for it. Ang cause talaga ng paglilihi is actually the hormones. The HCG hormones. Actually, those cravings lang talaga. Craving lang yon. Pero yung, like what I tell my patients, normal naman for pregnant women to have cravings. But, especially I talk to the husbands. But if your wife would crave, let's say for a violet rambutan, wala, arte na yan. Kasi di ba yung unang panahon, di ba, pregnant women would often ask their husbands to, I want let's say, I want a blue-green santol or a white apple or something. Yun, ano na yun, arte na lang talaga yun. But yung craving, sometimes I like to eat salty food or I like this certain type of food. Pwede talaga yun. It really happens because of the hormones.
Test of love na lang pala yung dati, no, Doc?
Yes, actually. But now, the husbands know already. Another one is, let's talk about food na rin. They say that if you eat yung mga twin bananas, di ba, and you will have twin pregnancy. No, it's not correct. Yun yung mga dati pa sinasabi rin ng mga matatanda. Like, if they want to have, mga twin grandson or granddaughters, is actually, there's really no scientific basis for that. Twin pregnancy is actually hereditary. So, nasa lahi. Okay? Or, kung wala man lahi, because of what's this? Yung common nowadays, because of science, yung mga IVF, yung mga ovulation induction, the risk of having multifetal pregnancy tumataas because of that. And the last one is when you eat daw from a pregnant woman's plate or you eat the same food the pregnant woman would eat, mahihilo ka or maglilihi ka. No, it's not really true. Siguro the reason why if you eat food, I mean if you eat from a pregnant woman's meal is baka masyado kang maraming nakain. So when you eat kasi, 'di ba, you get this yung amino acids in the body, like yung mga tryptophan and everything, it makes you actually dizzy or drowsy. Pero hindi dahil kinain mo yung kinain ng buntis. It's really not that. Because even if you're not pregnant, even if you eat from somebody else's plate or food, if you really eat a lot, naaantok talaga. Inaantok naman talaga tayo after eating so much.
Yes, Doc. Doc, I often hear this, whenever I get an x-ray, or women get x-ray, but they usually get asked, are you pregnant? If not, okay, proceed. If yes, pregnant, usually the radio tech or yung person in charge of administering the x-ray tends to back off from proceeding with the X-ray. Pero Doc, bakit nga ba tayo palaging tinatanong if we're pregnant or not?
Well, actually, because of the radiation, because during those procedures, mga X-ray, we are exposed to radiation. And radiation is not really, it's not really good, not even naman just for pregnant women. Excessive exposure to radiation talaga would be detrimental to one's health. But, yun kasing mga X-rays, let's say yung mga regular chest X-rays, actually it's not too much really. Kasi sinasabi nila it can cause abortion or it can cause defect on the fetus. Yung siguro a single X-ray, it won't. Kasi masyadong mababa yung radiation na ini-emit for the X-ray to cause that damage.
Okay.
Saka meron naman tayo, if you're pregnant naman, and if you need an X-ray, they have this abdominal shield naman that they use. Para hindi ma-expose yung fetus.
Okay. So, ingat lang talaga po yung ating mga radiotech. Baka mamaya kasuhan sila na sila daw yung may kasalanan.
Kung accidental din naman. I had patients din naman na hindi nila alam na they're pregnant. Tapos nagpa-X-ray sila. Wala naman nangyari sa baby nila. But of course, syempre, for precaution pa rin, you have to use abdominal shield. Pero hindi siya absolute na parang lang din. Let's say if you had a sip of alcohol during pregnancy, na automatic merong effect on the baby. But there could be, especially on the first 3 months of pregnancy, kasi doon nagde-develop yung mga essential organs in the body, like the brain, the spinal cord, and the heart. Yun, kaya yung first 3 months of pregnancy, that's the crucial time of pregnancy.
Got it. I often hear people say, if your belly is kind of pointed versus round, you're likely to have a male or a female offspring. So is there any truth to having the shape of the belly being the determinant of the baby's gender?
That there is really no scientific basis for that. Hindi ko alam. I often hear that. Pag matulis yung tiyan, it could be a boy. Pagka medyo may palapad, it could be a girl. Kasi nasa position lang naman eh. Pag pointed kasi is either breech or nakatayo eh. Diba? Pero pag pahalang siya, parang lumalapad. It's just like diba? Parang sinasabi nila na if you're pregnant and you don't fix yourself, sabi nila ang pangit mo. Diba? They would probably your baby's a boy. Pero pagka sinasabi nila, ang ganda mo, siguro girl yung baby mo. There's really that one also. There's no scientific basis. Kasi may mga babae lang talaga na palaayos. But it doesn't, diba, daming mga artista na puro lalaki anak. Pero diba, sila nakaayos, diba, hindi naman nagkakaanak ng babae. Parang gano'n. It's not really, no scientific basis for that.
And Doc, ako honestly hyperemesis gravidarum yung status ko nung nagbubuntis ako. So syempre, gusto ko nakahiga lang, pahinga, ang hirap ng feeling. So ayaw kong mag-ayos. And yet, I have a baby girl. So totally no truth to having the shape of the belly. Determine your baby's
Yeah, you know, when I was pregnant then, kasi I was pregnant, I think that was still med school eh. So, ang ganun din, parang hindi ako masyadong, hindi rin ako masyadong nag-ayos. And somebody said na sabi niya, siguro that was my second pregnancy. Sabi niya, siguro lalaki ulit yung anak mo. Kasi may pumansin, hindi rin ako pala ayos. And after that, parang, the first pregnancy pala. So, nung may nagpumansin sa akin na gano'n. So, syempre, nag-ayos ako parati. But it turned out my firstborn was a boy. Kasi it doesn't mean naman na pag nag-aayos ka, babae agad yung magiging anak mo or lalaki pag hindi ka nag-aayos.
Can pregnant women drink coffee, smoke cigarettes, or sip wine?
Okay. Let's start muna with yung pwede. Okay. In the book, if you are a coffee drinker, you are allowed not more than 4 cups a day. But I don't know who drinks 4 cups a day naman. Siguro yung talagang sobrang addictive na lang to coffee. Meron talaga kasi iba na 1 cup a day lang, okay na sila. But I tell my patients, kung hindi talaga kaya, at least decaf. And at least once a day lang. Kasi sa book talaga, it says that, pwede naman, caffeine is fine, but not more than 4 cups daw. But still, I advise my patients kung if they can do away with it better. But for for the cigarettes and alcohol, that should be a no-no talaga. But as I said, yung one sip of, a sip of wine na hindi mo alam pregnant ka, it doesn't absolutely mean that, there would be an abnormality on your baby. But if you continue taking alcohol, then it really is detrimental to the baby's health. It could damage intellectually and also pwede magkaroon ng mga cardiac problems if you continue taking alcohol and cigarettes. For cigarettes naman, it can cause preterm labor, it can cause also yung mga premature rupture of membranes. So alcohol and smoking is really a no-no during pregnancy.
Okay. So, meron tayong do's and don'ts, myths, and then myths with some tinge of truth. Ayun. like we x-ray doc yun po. Ang ibig ko po sabihin. Meron talagang reason why we're being advised to not undergo x-rays. Pero syempre, meron din naman tayong magagawa. Like yun po, yung nabanggit niyo, Doc, abdominal shield. Meron palang ganoon.
Yes.
So, pregnant women should not be scared. Thanks for helping us separate fact from fiction, Doc Kooky. To our Teach My Child viewers, thanks for watching part 2 of our Defining Prenatal Care and Debunking Pregnancy Myths series. If you haven't watched part 1 on the definition and importance of prenatal care, please don't worry, we'll be including a link in the description box below, and stay tuned for part 3 on the top prenatal care advice. See you in our next video.